Hello everybody, get off my lawn cards. I'm Dan, welcome in. And today I took a little road trip, drove over to Lansing, state capital, and went to the monthly Avery Shoebox card show in the Lansing Mall. And it was a busy show, lots and lots of tables. One thing I did notice with this show, however, is that there was a lot more Pokemon tables than I had seen in the past. And a little bit of a bummer. I would say probably half the tables were Pokemon, which I'm not against, but as a, strictly a sports card collector, it really narrowed down the number of tables that I was going to watch. But there were still quite a few tables to take a look at. I did buy some things. The show was still very busy. It is a beautiful day, late September in Michigan. It's about 80 to 85 degrees. It was probably about 10 degrees warmer than I thought it was going to be today. So I was sweating up a storm at the show. But I did pick up a few things. Like I said, I was a little disappointed in this show. Just lack of sports tables compared to previous times I've been there. Also, a lot of construction between Grand Rapids and Lansing that's just not seeming to get fixed. Like the roads are terrible. Especially the road from Grand Rapids going east to Lansing is just rough. Stretches of one lane traffic, just really bad. So I'm hoping that things get fixed between now and the next time I go to Lansing, because it really was a pretty rough stretch of road, the type that can do some damage to your vehicle if you got to take that trek every day. So if you've got to drive from Lansing to Grand Rapids or vice versa every day, I feel sorry for you because the roads are really bad there. And hopefully they get fixed. There's bits and pieces that have been, worked on and done. And so, but it was just a mess. The roads were a mess. Card show wasn't great. But I did pick up quite a few things, more than I kind of remembered as I was just kind of walking around. And I'll show you what the show looked like. Like I said, still busy, a lot of Pokemon. I'll tell the story as I'm showing you the cards I bought. There's a story about Pokemon-related story where after I heard that, I'm like, well, I can't blame people for buying Pokemon, that's for sure. And so I'll show you what I picked up and all that.
happy.
What's that?
How you doing? Good.
All right, like I said, busy show, a lot of people, a lot of dealers, a lot of tables, but a lot of Pokemon. And like, you know, I don't blame anybody for it. That's what the market is saying. The market is saying, hey, there's a lot of Pokemon out there that's selling for a lot of money. You know, there's a lot of people that are getting in on it. So it is what it is. So I'll show you what I bought. A lot of really pretty good. I was kind of surprised how many pickups I actually did have today. So let's kind of run through them fairly quickly. These were just kind of dollar cards that I saw. For instance, a Cornerstones Dirk Nowitzki. This one is numbered to 139. Kind of a weird number to number it to, but Cornerstones, very valuable brand. Get a Dirk there. Dirk's going to work on the NBC broadcast, one of the basketball broadcast teams this year. Basketball is going to look very different, and it's going to sound very different this year. A lot of different networks are involved. Amen Thompson, OTE, Topps Chrome. Here's an NBA Hoops Caron Butler autograph. Somebody's going to want to snap that up, I would think. For $1, like I said. Hardwood Legends, Modest Bucelis. I bought a really nice Glenn Rice autograph. Glenn Rice was one of my PCs. And this is from Crown Royal. 21-22. Pay $10. It is numbered 99. Great Michigan player. Also played for my Lakers. So he played for two of my favorite teams and won titles with both of them. A couple Origins cards. Nikola Topic Origins rookie. This was $1. Reed Shepherd Origins, $1. Super expensive product. Getting, you know, potentially good rookies. Both these guys, I think, are going to play quite a bit this year. The Rockets got some bad news that Fred VanVleet's going to be out for the year, torn ACL. Reed Shepherd's going to have to play some of those minutes. I picked up a bunch of Ron Hollands today. Here's a really just nice Prism Draft Picks green. Here's a Dylan Harper wave from McDonald's. Topps Chrome. There were some dollar cards that were kind of nice. Asa Newell, Bowman U Chrome first. Green Shimmer. Oh, excuse me. I was allergic to Pokemon cards, evidently. Some nice Prism Draft Picks. Stephon Castle, Red Ice variation. It's kind of a nice card. Topic, Red Ice variation. I don't buy a lot of baseball. Here's a Ty Cobb, Green Ice from Prism. Topic, Orange Ice. Another Topic, Orange Ice variation. Here's a Brandon Miller from Phoenix. VJ Edgecombe Orange Ice. Like I said, paid $1 for each of these. And I sold an Edgecombe about a week ago for about $12. So I've got one other one on eBay. I'll put that one on as well. Nice Ricochet Orange Ice. Here's an Edgecombe base. Probably put that on eBay for a couple bucks. Another Ricochet Orange Ice. VJ Edgecombe. Here's a Ricochet Variation Orange Ice. Couple Ron Holland Orange Ices. He just looks pretty smooth there. He looks, I gotta give it to him. Whoever his tailor is. Nice job with the suit. Here's a Jared McCain Red Pulsar. This one is numbered, actually. $2.99. Hurt his thumb, I guess, last week. I don't know what the long-term effects of that is, but a couple more dollar cards. Klingon Red Ice. Or Orange Ice. There's a Klingon Red Ice. There's a Ricochet Pink. Bowman U first. Starting to get into some other cards. A pretty good stack of dollar cards there. Bought this off a guy, Jackson Dart. Prism Draft Picks, rated rookie. It's going to start this week. It's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do. That might be a quick throw it on eBay sale tomorrow. I bought that card and this card from the same guy. This is a Zion Prism Orange. And it is numbered to 149. I bought these off a guy. I was talking to him. And I paid $3 for the Zion, by the way. Didn't pay $7. The guy was talking about Pokemon. He said, yeah, this guy that he knows that has a shop, he didn't say where, bought like $2,000 worth of Pokemon wax. And his shop's like a mile from where he bought it. Brought it to the shop, sold it for $4,000. So, you know, making $2,000 a mile on Pokemon, I should probably start rethinking what I'm buying, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But Pokemon was everywhere. Probably the most valuable case I saw today, as far as cards in the case, was a Pokemon case. I mean, he had cards. I have no idea what they were. Sorry, Pokemon fans. But, like, he had a $10,000 Pokemon card, $6,000, $4,000, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A case full of cards, Pokemon stuff, that did not go below $1,000 a card. It was incredible. So Pokemon is, you know, if Pokemon's doing well, I tip my hat to him. Here's a Amen Thompson Revolution Winter Edition. Paid $3 for that card. Paid $3 for this as well. Alex Sarr, Red Ice. Rookie. I noticed, and this has been the last couple months, more and more people are putting cards in one-touches. And I don't know why. Maybe one-touches are falling in price. They think they can sell them. It looks better. I don't know. I've just noticed a lot more one-touch cards and one-touches that are cheaper cards. Another thing I noticed today, lots of off-brand graded cards. I have never heard of these graded card companies. I don't know why people are doing that. It just kills the value of the cards. Not really sure why people are doing that. You know, PSA, yes, it's more expensive, but it is the gold standard. You know, CGC, if you wanted to grade them through them, SGC, Beckett, as much as I'm not thrilled about Beckett's past couple of years, but putting them in these off-brand, never heard of, just don't do that, people. It's killing the value of your cards. I don't understand it. Just either grade them PSA or just sell them raw. All right, rant over. Now, here's another card I bought. This is a Roman Wilson Red Pandora. Once again, one touch. Paid $5. Could have bought another one for $3. Probably should have. I'm a collector of the Michigan guys. Plus, I like the Red Pandoras. You know, these were in those Costco boxes. 1 or 2 to a box, I believe. It's weird. 1 or 2 to a box from what I saw box break-wise. So, you know, getting like a Roman Wilson or a Blake. I have a Blake Corum also. I bought 2 Jaden Daniels rookies of these. I just really like the look of these cards. The Pandoras. Okay, hitting home stretch. These are just a couple dollar cards, and then I got one slab. I bought a Yao Ming Hoops Tribute, I believe they're called. Yep. Tribute Orange, numbered to 149. Paid $1 for this card. There's a lot of Yao Ming fans out there. Should be able to sell that for quite a bit more. Might be able to get $10 for it. I've had good success with Yaos over the years. Made pretty good money selling Yao Mings. A couple Bowman Chrome, I think these are Blue Sapphires. Mason Graham. He's playing very well for Cleveland. And then a Will Johnson. Johnson had a good first couple weeks. Didn't play in the Thursday night game. He's had a lot of injury issues. So I hope he comes back. But those are almost like PC things. Last card I bought was a slab. I probably wouldn't have bought this. I bought it along with these cards, the Yao and the 2 Michigan guys. I bought an Osar Thompson. OTE, 2022 Topps Chrome OTE rookie, I guess. PSA 9. I paid $5 for this slab. There's a guy that I was just looking through cards. They were $10 on the box, and the guy said, well, if there's anything you're interested in, $5. So I figured $5 for a slab. I'm probably going to take this with me to where I'm going next week. Next week, I'm actually going to be selling. I'm going to be on the other side of the table. Actually, next couple weekends, I'm going to be on the other side of the table. I'm going to be up in Petoskey at the Ottawa Casino. Nice show, cheap tables. We had a lot of fun selling up there a few months back. And then I'm going to be selling at Legends in Grand Rapids, October 11th. A buddy of mine is going to come down. Actually, we're selling together at both these shows. I'm going to go up to see him this week, next weekend, I should say. And then he's going to come down here the weekend after, and we're going to try to sell some cards. My desk is getting quite full of cards. So, like I said, the show today, meh, but you never know. You go to the show because you just don't know what's going to be there. And this time around, lots of Pokemon, and that's hopefully that's not a trend. But there was still enough, good sports card dealers to buy some cards. I just didn't buy a ton. I think personally, I was looking ahead to selling a couple weekends here and looking forward to not spending money. So, but that's the way it goes. And so until next time, Ketos, thank you. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you down the trail.